Have you ever asked yourself, what will people say? Yes, I know you have. Don't let people decide what people will always say. Even if you stay in that marriage, even if this man beats you up, and when you go out, your eyes are swollen and everything, they will still talk like you have been beaten. They will never stop. They will always talk. So don't be afraid of walking out of some failing relationship or failing marriage. So hi beautiful people, how are you all doing? Welcome back to RWB, where we keep it real and honest. Please, if you're watching me for the first time, consider subscribing and make sure that notification bell is on. Don't allow yourself to miss a video here. And to my channel subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much, and thank you for 253 subscribers. Thank you guys for your support. I don't take it for granted. And so today is another beautiful day with another beautiful video and another beautiful conversation. Make sure you stay tuned and like this video as you continue watching. So let's get into it.
Where I keep it real and honest.
So today's conversation is about society concern. Have you ever asked yourself, what will people say? Yes, I know you have. And so today I'm going to talk about it, because so many people are afraid to do to make their own decision, or to do things that they are comfortable with, because of the concern about what will people say, society concerned. Yeah, so I'm going to share with you guys 4 things that you should never ask yourself about what will people say, because people will always talk. People will never people will never see anything, even if you are too good to them, they will never appreciate your goodness. They will always focus on the bad things or the negative things. So today learn with me, guys, because I've written 4 things that are important. There are so many things which we need to focus with, but today I'm gonna share with you only 4. And so number one is, I've been writing here, guys, because I've been here and I know how it feels to be judged by society and everything, and to have that fear. I know, because I've been having that fear, but now, guys, I'm no longer there. So number 1 is your relationships matters. Your relationships matters is, let's say, when you are in love, or when you fall in love with someone who is younger than you or older than you, as long as the feeling is genuine, and as long as the person is making you happy, is giving you happiness, is giving you peace of mind, and he's making you or she's making you comfortable, you don't have to worry about, you don't have to question yourself about what people say, this person is young, this person is older, this, you don't have to question yourself. Your happiness matters the most. You should put your happiness as number 1 priority. So don't ever be scared of making your own decision. If you love someone, even if someone is young or older, you don't have to be you don't have to ask yourself that, don't have to think about their opinions. As long as you people are happy, you two are happy, that is all that matters. So now number 2 is about walking out of a failing marriage or failing relationship. Some people, this is where the elephant in the room is. This is the elephant in the room. Some people, most people, are in the wrong marriages, are going through some things. Here in Kenya now, right now as we speak, there are so many cases going on. People being killed, people being killed, being assaulted, being they are in an abusive relationship. What do you feel this is the right time to for you to move out of this. May it be relationship, may it be marriage. When you feel like this is the right time to move out of, or to walk out of this, like you don't have to like to worry about people's opinion, because due to some reasons, like love, sometimes love ends. And like maybe someone like you, maybe someone you are once in love with started now behaving strangely. Maybe he became abusive, or she became abusive, she became a narcissist. Is it like, did I say it right? Narcissist. And maybe like maybe he became someone like, maybe like dramatic, someone dramatic that you didn't expected him or her to be. Like sometimes things like small things are like really turns us off. And it's okay to feel that way. So if you like, people fall out of love. So when you feel like you are not comfortable in this space, in this relationship, in this marriage, and when like, before you like, instead of waiting for that person to like to like to kill you, because the other day someone was like a wife like poured some hot water to her husband, like the husband now is in the hospital, like so many cases are going on right now. And 2 days ago I saw on Facebook like someone stabbed her husband and to death, like now, right now as we speak, the husband is no longer alive. The husband now, the husband is no longer alive, he's dead right now, because of some misunderstanding, like you didn't know this person was like this until you got married to them. So like when you see something like that, instead of asking yourself what will people say, like it's good to like to walk away to save your life, because you are well-being, your mental health and everything is like matters, is the most important than anything. So don't be afraid like to walk out of something that is not like is not working, that is like is not doing you good, or you're not comfortable with, like you're not interested with. Instead of like waiting for you to like for something bad to happen, like just walk away and save your life and your peace for the sake of your peace. Like don't let people like decide what, like people will always say, even if you stay in that marriage, even if this man beats you up, and when you go out, like your eyes are swollen and everything, they will still talk like you have been beaten. Like they will never stop, like they will always talk. So don't be afraid of walking out of some failing relationship or failing marriage. So number three is moving on after a failed relationship or a failed marriage. People like most people are scared of moving on, like after they have done with their past relationship, past marriage and everything. They are afraid to move, like they are always afraid of moving on because they will be judged. People will say like, she's the one cheated, he's the one cheated, that is why he's moving on, like he moved on fast. Like people will always say some things like that. But what I can say is, when you find love again, when you find love again, like let's not people's opinion, like stop you from doing what makes you happy. Like if this person gives you the energy that you want, if this person is giving you what you needed, you need, or you have been in need of, like you've been needing, like peace of mind. If this person is giving you like true love, he's interested with you or she's interested with you, like if you fall in love again, even if the other person is not yet he has not, or he has not moved on with his life, like don't let people's opinion like stop you from doing what you like, what you want. Like sometimes I say like, opportunities doesn't come once, like twice, they always come once. So when you find something that you've been in need of, like you've been wanting all your life, and because of the fear of how will people say or what will people say, and let's leave this thing, like this thing will go and someone else will find it. So when you see like when you find love again, when you see like you have gotten the right person that you've been looking for, like don't ask yourself about what will people say. Just give it a try and like just move on with your life and find your happiness again. Because walking out of a failed relationship and moving on, it's okay, you cannot stick, you're not stay in the same place today to tomorrow, and you need to make some progress. So when you are ready to move on and when you find love again, don't wait, don't bother about people's opinion. Just do whatever makes you happy, because as I said earlier, your happiness is all that matters than anything. So let's go to our last one. Our last one is about that is number 4. Number 4 is getting pregnant when you're not ready. Most of people, once they have gotten married, people always expect you to give birth next year. For example, you've gotten married this year, next year people are expecting to see you with a child or with a kid, if you're not yet ready to give birth, or to have kids, you don't have to do things that you're not comfortable with for the sake of, to please people or society, kids are very expensive right now. Kids are really expensive. You can't just give birth because of some situation of some, you have to be ready mentally, spiritually, and financially. If you're not well financially, don't give birth. If you're not prepared mentally, don't give birth, because you are going to be depressed. Kids will give you depression, you will go mad, because kids are very are something that you don't you just don't wake up one day and say you need to prepare yourself, unless it happens accidentally. But if not, don't give birth for the sake of to please people or to please your family members or to please anyone when you're not ready. Because when this kid will be in need of diaper, when this kid will be in need of food, when this kid will be in need of school fees, they will not be there to help. It is you and you alone. So yeah, when I say it is you and you alone, I mean you and your family, because when you are married, you have, it is a wife, husband, it is a family, but it is you alone. When the kid is sick, when you're not prepared mentally, kids are always crying. When you're not prepared mentally about how kids are always crying, especially during night times and everything, you're going to be mad, you're not going to be depressed, how do we call them, postnatal depression. Yeah, you should have postnatal depression, because you are not prepared. You just gave birth not knowing that kids are always crying during night. They are always crying because of the folic. Is it folic or what? Something like that. So when you're not ready, mentally, spiritually, because things are, life is spiritual and things are really happening out there. So don't do things that you're not comfortable with, or that you're not ready to do because of society or what will people say. People will call you names, people will say things, but wait until you are ready to do things that you want. Don't pressure yourself because you want to please people. So these are the things that I wanted to say. At the 4 points that I wanted to give you guys, that you should never ask yourself or question yourself about what people say, because you alone, you matters than word, like you matters, you are most important, like your well-being, your happiness, and like you individual, you matters more than every words from people's mouth. So yeah, that was it, guys. So I don't know what, like I don't know how you feel about this conversation, guys. If you loved this conversation, please drop a like and a comment and tell me where are you watching me from. And so thank you for watching this video, and make sure you like this video, guys. Make sure you like and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Like, let's grow this channel together and let's support one another, because we are here for one another and we are better together. So share this video to your friends. And so thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. So bye for now.